Greetings YouTube, it's Apple Stump Bushcraft Stuffin' Things coming at you again with another video. This time we're reviewing an MRE. This is a 2004 vintage MRE, menu number 6, chicken and Thai sauce by the Wornick company of McAllen, Texas. We'll be opening that package up, reviewing the contents, and if it looks fit to eat, we'll even try some of it. Keep in mind this is a 13-year-old MRE, so it's possible that some things in there are going to be rancid or spoiled. We'll take a look at that when we get there. There again is the package. Peelable seal, it says. I haven't had much luck with those in the past, but we might give it a try. Most of them are peelable if you're Superman or something, but the ones I've had have not been terribly easy. So, we're going to resort to the good old Swiss Army knife method of opening. Alright, take a look at what's inside. Empty bag. So right on top we have yellow and wild rice pilaf, and that is going to be part of the entree. Peanut butter. Oh, nut and raisin mix. This is going to probably be a little bit rancid, but we'll try it out anyway. And there's the accessory pack. Looks like we have gum, Tabasco sauce, which looks like it's actually dry. I've never seen Tabasco sauce actually completely desiccated to where it's dry inside the bottle. Matches, looks like some tea, MRE toilet paper, a wet wipe, and some other concoctions in there. We'll open that up when the time comes. Cappuccino French vanilla. I'm not a coffee drinker, but for the benefit of this video I will mix it up and taste it. MRE spoon, always handy. Crackers, everybody's favorite. Those are usually good. Looks like the vacuum packaging is intact. Flameless ration heater. I think for today I'm going to forego using this, and I'm going to actually pop the entrees into a pot of boiling water and heat them up that way, because I have some other more or less experimental uses in mind for these flameless ration heaters, so I want to save a couple of them, and there will be videos on that down the road a ways. And then here's the chicken in Thai sauce entree, and this I believe is meant to go over the rice. So without further ado, let's put this on a tray and see how it stacks up. Okay, there we are. So we've got the contents of the pouch laid out on this OD green military looking cafeteria style tray. We've got MRE matches from the accessory pack. We have MRE toilet paper, some chewing gum, and Lipton Premium Blend tea packet, non-dairy creamer, iodized salt, Domino sugar, a moist towelette, and are completely desiccated with 0 water left in it, Tabasco sauce. Now I noticed when I was opening the retort pack that I smelled a little bit of vinegary smell, and I suspect that it came from the Tabasco sauce because there's quite a bit of vinegar content in that. For some reason it didn't survive being frozen. This meal was in the deep freeze for a couple of months, and I took it out several days ago and put it in the refrigerator, so it's not frozen any longer, but it's possible that the vinegary content of the Tabasco sauce escaped the bottle, and that's what I smelled. So let's open some of this up and we'll take a taste test or two. As promised, I'm going to pop the 2 entree packets into some boiling water for a few minutes and heat them up rather than using the flameless ration heater. While we're at it, let's check the pack dates on these. So this is 4293, so that would be, that can't be right. How did they code this? $360.05. The different coding system, I'm not sure what to make of that. 4293 doesn't sound like the 429th day of 2003, because why? There aren't that many days in the year. 360.05. This one's coded 333.07. Now I know I bought these in 2005 and they were 2004 vintage, so I'm not sure what to make of these coding dates. Coding date on this is not really readable. It says 4301B7. I can't make heads or tails out of that. A cappuccino pack. Doesn't, oh, 426, 4. 4264, not sure what that means. There aren't 426 days in a year. So, wow. Peanut butter. Has a big long code number on it. It says 4275A65TP. And here we have another one, 4302111. Anyway, let's pop these retort packs into some boiling water and we'll be back with you in a few minutes. Alright, so it's going to be a few minutes until the retort pouches are boiled sufficiently. So let's take a look at the peanut butter. I'm going to knead that some because I need some peanut butter. And I think there's pretty good separation going on in there because I can feel a lot of solids down on one end of this pack and a little bit more oily or liquidy feeling on the other. So I'm going to give that some pretty good kneading. Okay, so we've been kneading this for a couple of minutes and I'll set it aside for the moment. And here are the crackers. Go ahead and tear that open. See if I can get them out of here in one piece or something resembling one piece. Nope, not going to happen. Here they come in chips and pieces. Not too bad though. See if they pass the sniff test. Hard to say. They smell possibly a little bit stale. I don't think it's going to hurt me to take a bite. I don't know that I'll eat the whole thing though. Interesting. They smell different on either side. This is the more brown side of the cracker. Smells like it should. The paler side smells just a hint of rancid, not terribly bad, not off-putting. Just old, just stale. Smells like stale crackers. I'm a fan of cutting off the end of these pouches, peanut butter and jelly or whatever else comes in them, to make a little place where it can be squeezed out of. Now let's see what comes out. Pretty oily. Smells like peanut butter. And as is typical with MRE peanut butter, which seems to last indefinitely, if you look at some of the videos by some of the other MRE reviewers, Steve 1989 in particular, has posted videos where he's tasting peanut butter that's close to 70 years old and it's still good. This peanut butter here, which I believe to be 13 years old, tastes just fine. The retort pouches are still heating up. Let's take a look at the instructions on the cappuccino French vanilla. Add 1/4 canteen cup or 6 ounces hot or cold water to concentrate and stir. So we do need to open this and find out whether it smells good before we go any further with mixing up a batch of it. I'll get out the trusty Swiss Army knife scissors. And does it pass the smell test? Excuse me, cats are going crazy. Alright, let's move along to the raisin and nut mix. Again, what the code says, 4301. Maybe that's backwards. Maybe it's 2004, the 301st day. Now that makes some sense, so maybe that's how they coded it. So anyway, here's the nut and raisin mix. And again, I'm a fan of Swiss Army knife scissors to open things. I'm going to give it a smell test. And actually it does not smell rancid. What do you know? So there's walnuts, almonds, peanuts, and raisins in there. I would expect, a shelf-stable pack, that's probably why. Oxygen absorber. I would expect the walnuts to be the #1 culprit in being rancid because they're so heavy in oil content. So I'm going to go ahead and eat a walnut piece. Surprisingly, that tastes just fine. I'm picking out all the walnut ones here so I can get a taste of rancidity. If there is some, I can go over to the sink and spit it out real quick. They taste just like regular walnuts, just like I cracked them out of a shell. So those are okay in my book. Now the walnuts were okay. Let's try an almond or two. Looks like an almond or two is about what there is in there. There's some filberts. Filberts, peanuts, almonds, walnuts, raisins. Pretty good assortment there. So here's a couple of almonds. They taste fine. I'm not a fan of eating rancid food, so believe me, if I come across some, I'm not going to eat it. Peanuts. Taste fine. Raisins. Again, can't find anything wrong with any of that. Wash it down with a little cappuccino. Not bad for a non-coffee drinker, eh? Still waiting for the retort pouches to finish boiling. They've been in about 10 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and have a little bit more peanut butter on a cracker. The crackers do smell stale, but not terribly so. They just smell old. They don't smell rancid. Smell like they've been around a while. Peanut butter's fine, so I'm going to have a little bit more of that and call it good. There we go. Again, the peanut butter tastes exactly like it should. Yum. So we're going to fold down that pouch so it doesn't continue to leak. Another sip of cappuccino, tastes just fine. I think I'll make use of the spoon here and spoon up a little bit of these mixed nuts and raisins. Once again, not a hint of rancidity in any of that. It's mostly nuts, which is real surprising. But I think the oxygen absorbing packet that was in there did its job very well. And that is something to behold. Alright, the retort pouches have been boiling about 15 minutes, so I'm going to bring them over here. We'll set them on the tray, let them cool off enough to handle, and then we'll squeeze out the contents and give it a try. Here's the chicken and Thai sauce pouch. That is very hot. And here is the yellow and wild rice pilaf. What I intend to do is open the rice, and I think I'll spread these out so they can cool faster. Open the rice and put it in the compartment on the tray, and then I'll put the chicken and Thai sauce on top, mix it up, and we'll grab a bite or two of that. Alright, let's implement the plan. So, let's set this aside for a moment. It's still smoking hot. And this is the rice pilaf. So I'm going to open it at the tear line. See if it passes the sniff test. It smells pretty good. So we'll squeeze that onto the tray. It looks pretty good, actually. For something that's 13 years old, it's looking pretty good. Before I put the Thai chicken on there, I'm going to just take a little taste of it. Doesn't taste bad. It's a little bit mushy. The rice grains taste like they're overcooked. Too soft and pasty rather than having any texture to them. There's a mushroom piece. And I don't taste anything wrong with that. So let's put the Thai chicken on top of it. Yeah. Well, that's got all kinds of good stuff in it, from the looks of things. By the way, there was no hiss of any kind when I opened these envelopes. You'd think there would be because I just finished taking them out of boiling hot water. So it looks like there's carrots in there, peas, possibly tomatoes, water chestnuts. There's one. I'm going to try that right now. Tasted about like I would expect it to. Now some chicken. And a big mushroom. So the Thai chicken is spicy. Definitely taste ginger in there. Probably a couple other spices that I can't identify right now. There's enough ginger in there to make it kind of not really hot, but spicy enough with ginger so that you know that you're eating some. The water chestnuts taste fine. Take a close-up look at that if we can. There you go. There's a mushroom, there's a water chestnut, right there. Looks like there might be a little bit of celery in there. There's a little piece of celery. So all in all, I'd say that that's okay. Not the tastiest Asian style meal that I've ever had. But then again, it's 13 years old at a minimum, and still edible in my opinion. This has been a review of a 2004 vintage MRE. The Thai chicken and rice pilaf for entrees, mixed nuts and raisins, MRE crackers and peanut butter, and a cappuccino drink, which I drank all of it, surprising enough. Not a coffee drinker, but it was delicious. The crackers are a little bit stale. I'm not going to eat those. The peanut butter I will probably spread on a bagel and eat that. I may finish this up. I definitely will finish those nuts up. And okay, so that's it for this review. Hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, Apple Stump Bushcraft, Stuff and Things, signing off. We'll be back with more in a few days. Adios.